Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Duke of Italy, favorite lo-fi music, grainy footage YouTuber, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Demon Days by Gorillaz. Now this is not a band I've talked about much before. I don't know how much I'm going to talk about them in the future, but they're a pretty interesting group because they've kind of eluded my interest for years. And there's one main reason that I don't really see myself coming back to Gorillaz that often, although they did just drop a couple singles that I was pretty big on, and I don't even listen to singles that much, so I'm sure the new album's going to be at least solid. And the reason for that is they love to do so much different on every album that they do. Their latest album, Song Machine, was literally a concept album where it was just a collection of singles that all sounded like it was like a different track on a jukebox each time. Of course, Damon Albarn was on all of them, and if you don't know, Damon Albarn is the guy from Blur, of course, Song 2, of course, Park Life, all those great albums and great songs. He is the main sort of head behind Gorillaz, and he's done an incredible job for years. Now, even though this sort of concept of a band does not appeal necessarily to me personally, everyone, and I mean everyone, can pretty much agree that Demon Days is an incredible album. And this is for many different reasons. One, it is a post-production masterclass. Every single decision made on this thing is phenomenal. The beats are all crystal clear, and the influences come from every corner of the universe because everything sounds so freaking unique that it's honestly almost shocking. But it isn't that shocking because it fits so well together. And for being as varied a band as Gorillaz, having an album this tight and consistent is pretty shocking. Of course, it is not 100% consistent. I would say that the last couple of tracks seem to drag it just a little bit. The amazing song Feel Good Incorporated, the rapping part on that has never been my favorite, but that really doesn't say that much when you hear the beat, because I'm talking about the post-production and the production in general and the samples going into this album, and you can tell just from Feel Good Inc. that this album just simply sounds sublime. You need to really listen to it with a good pair of headphones or listen to it on a good vinyl system or any of that, and you will really learn to appreciate exactly what's going on here, because you got tons of whirling samples and synthesizers that sound otherworldly, and yet they feel so grounded and so correct. Like, if you listen to this album and you don't really pay attention that much, nothing's going to seem that out of place because it feels just so right. And every song is really super different. You could have a pretty simple song. The main one that comes to mind would be Kids with Guns. You know, you have that really iconic kind of rubbery 60s bass tone, but of course in a modern production style. And it's playing that super simple, gripping bass line. And the line Kids with Guns is super hooky, and it's just awesome. Of course, you got the song Oh Green World, which has been a highlight in the meme circles recently, as it's kind of a funny intro, but it also sounds incredible. You don't really hear songs like that at all anymore. And the contributions from Danger Mouse and many different Gorillaz projects is unmistakable because it just makes this thing so much tighter and so much more amazing. Speaking of things to do with Danger Mouse, MF Doom on the track November Comes is, it's fire. MF Doom has pretty rarely missed in his career, just in general. His voice is legendary, his bars are so iconic, and the song November Comes is one of the best on the record, and it's one that will either get people into MF Doom or get them into Gorillaz because it's just that good a bridging piece. I honestly think if Gorillaz had a full album with MF Doom on every single track, that could have been the best choice of their career because it probably would have been amazing. All these beats fit him perfectly because MF Doom works with so many varied beats already. It only makes sense, just like this whole album. This album is extremely alive. It's amazing. It feels like you're looking inside a terrarium where everything is different, including the track Dare, which is an iconic track because it's just so funky. If I was going to describe this album in one word, it would be vibrant. It literally feels like it is alive and singing to you, but it's also, not to mention, incredible. That's all the time I have for today, but I hope you guys enjoy this album. Like and subscribe. Have a good day.